Hello guys, welcome to Tech Me Devoted. Today we will write code to find factorial of a number. So let's start. So first we need to know what is factorial. So in mathematics, the factorial of a non-negative integer. Remember, non-negative integer. It can be 0. So in mathematics, the factorial of a non-negative integer n is denoted by You must have heard this n. This is the symbol of factorial, means n factorial. So it is product of all positive integer less than or equal to n. Means what? If we have 4 factorial of 4, it means 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Okay, so we'll find this, how to calculate factorial of a number with so we'll write code for this. So we have two conditions, we should know this. Factorial of 0 is 1, okay, and factorial of 1 is 1. We should know this. Factorial of 0 is 1 and factorial of 1 is 1. So now let's start writing code for that. We have two methods. I will discuss both one. So let's first discuss. We have two methods with recursion and without recursion. First we'll go without recursion. Okay, so here what will we do? We have main method here. So let's start coding. So first we will take input from user. So using scanner class, scanner and number is equal to new what we need to do, need to capture it, number dot next int, and we will store in a variable int num. Okay, now what we will do, we will close this number, what we number now we have to find factorial of a number. So we will take loop, for loop obviously, for int start from 1, int is equal in sorry I is equal to 1, then I less than equal to, because we have started from 1 and we have to start from 1, because if you will take 0 here, remember, if you take 0 here, I is equal to 0, then whatever we will calculate, it will be 0 always. So I less than equal to num, the number for which we want to calculate the factorial of that number. Okay, so num, then I we have to plus plus. Okay, then what we'll do here, we have to take factorial. Before that we have to initialize one variable here. Let's say factorial is equal to 1. Okay, so factorial is equal to factorial, what is the what we defined, n into suppose factorial of n is equal to n into n minus 1 into n minus 2, like that. Okay, so factorial into I. Okay, now this look calculate the factorial. Now we will print it. So done. So what is happening is, suppose I is equal to 1. So here first factorial is we have initialize factorial as 1. So factorially 1 into 1, so 1. Then suppose number is 5, then again I plus plus, so it will be 2. Then here 1 into 2, in this way 1 into 2 into 3 into 4. Okay, so let's run this. So first enter number, we have to enter number, so let's say 5. So factorial of 5 is 120. We can calculate it, 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. If you will calculate, you will get 120. Now run again. We'll check whether the factorial of 0 is, factor of 0 is 1. Then again, if you check factor of 1, it's 1. So in this way, so our code is correct. So this is the way to find factorial without recursion. Now we'll come to recursion. Here I have created one class, find factorial with recursion. Now we will write code to find factorial with recursion. So first we need to know what is recursion actually. So recursion is something like when a thing is defined in terms of itself or its type is called recursion. The use of recursion, suppose when a function being defined is applied within its own definition, is recursion. So we will write the code for that. So we will get to know how to use recursion in this example. So obviously when what we told that the use of recursion is when a function is being defined is applied within its own definition. So we must have to write a function here first. So let's define one function. Let's say it is a static, so static, and it will return int. Okay, and write find factorial, find factorial. So sorry, factorial. So let's say camel case, find factorial. So what will it take as an argument is int anything, int number, we say num. Okay, now here we will write find factorial function. So we know that if this num is equal to 0, then what it will return, it will return 1. Okay, now else now what we write, we will write we will calculate function with within its own definition, we'll apply it. So how to do that, we'll call this function only. So how to do that, else return, suppose we'll take return, we'll take, so we have num. Okay, num into, we will calculate this function only, call this function only, find factorial with what we have already, we have here num. So suppose it is 4. Okay, now 4 into, now we will calculate again, we will call again this function. So now what should be the argument of this, num minus 1. Okay, so if we'll call like that, we'll get this. Okay, so suppose number is 4, then it will check number is not equal to 0, so comes here 4 into, then factor, find factorial 3, then here it will be 3, again 4 into 3, then 2 into 1. It's like that. When it will be 0, it will it will return 1, so into 1. Okay, we'll get this. Now we have to call here, so easy, right? So what will we do here, same thing as we did earlier, find factorial, we are initializing one variable, find factorial is equal to 1, then again we use scanner class and all, scanner number is equal to new take we'll capture it and we'll store it in a variable. So int say num equal to same thing what we have did earlier. Num is equal to number dot, yeah right, number dot next. Here we go. Now let's close this number also. Now we have to call this function, whatever this function whatever we have written here method find factorial, we will call this. So calling is so simple, factorial num, yeah this num will pass as an argument here to num. Now we have to, sorry, our function is this one, find factorial. So find factorial num, so we have to store it somewhere. So we have already initialized this variable, so we'll use this. Now we'll write print statement, same thing the factorial. So let's run this, we'll get the same result obviously. 5 122 0 1 1 say. So in this way we will write, we have written code for to find factorial. So there are two methods we have discussed, one without recursion and with recursion. So I hope you like this video. So I will get back to you with some more stuff, with some more interesting programming. So take care, see you guys, bye bye.